When I first started my nursing journey in 2006, I was one of the inaugural students at JCU's Thursday Island campus. But as soon as I graduated, though, I travelled away from TI. I soon then took up agency nursing, and I was able to work across different hospitals and health services. Throughout this time, though, as the clinical nurse, I became very much aware of the racism that was evident within the hospital and health services. Nurses, other health professionals sharing derogatory perspectives and stereotypes about patients. And so it was these incidents where, you had to step in and, call it out. But it took me a while to get to that point because as a graduate nurse, I was I remember being very shy. I first learned about sort of activism practice as a young person, listening to the radio. Growing up in the Torres Straits, autonomy was, I guess, the big word that was being used in the radio. In order to gain fairness, some attention, that there had to be voices, strong, articulate voices that spoke back to power. And so this led me to thinking about sort of what change could be done at a greater scale. Systems, very difficult to change. Why not invest, my energy in the next generation of nurses in particular? I think for me, activism is about, this awareness, this sort of this refusal to just accept the lies, the rhetoric that are shared with us. I think CATSINaM's always been a strong advocate for equity and justice in particular. We've always pushed for greater numbers of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander nurses and midwives. As the policy landscape changes, I'm talking specifically to the conversations, the discourse around the Uluru Statement, the establishment of treaties and truth-telling. As that evolves, so should the work of CATSINaM. And I do think that CATSINaM and its members are more than able and ready to really lead the conference. Is an excellent place to come to share stories, but also share strategies around how best to approach things, find mentors, but try to build that community as well. We as Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander people can take the best of Western ways of knowing, being and doing for our people to complement what we already know. I think what we're finding in modern day exercises of protest and activism is that there is this big culture of being seen as performing activism. Who are we holding ourselves accountable to? That shouldn't seek to be recognized. In engaging with, a deeper understanding, deeper conversation about what it means to care. I think we are certainly sort of foregrounding our sovereignty here, especially when we're connecting it to our connections to country and kin. These challenges will exist for some time. There's certainly work we can do to limit those challenges, and that's where the focus needs to be.